news in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Hey, check that.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion. It could have been an interception.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 10-yard pickup brings up second down at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 40.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's brought down by Latu. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now it's Richardson.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
A gain of 15.
Play action. Now Richardson. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Here is third down and 4.
Ready? Hawk.
Now Richardson yet again. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
Second and 6.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to 36. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
A gain of 2.
Mahomes takes it himself. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Pacheco is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk reward, right? If you don't, let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, well, they would have been better served. Just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That scramble good for not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Richardson looking to throw. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
Ready up. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A gain of 15.
Again, it's Richardson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And it'll be 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 24-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now here comes Kansas City. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. This is caught. It's Brown. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll try to do it himself. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And this is caught at the 8. Oh, it's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Our final shot before the half. Richardson. Touchdown. Michael Pittman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 17-8.
Chiefs 8.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That is incomplete. So halftime straight past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
This play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready?
Now Richardson. And now he's going to step up and run. And they get it inside the 10 at the 8. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down. First and goal.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Hey!
Now first carry for their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Richardson out of the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle it deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt.